Act 2, and boy, what a ride the last 3 months have been. I say beginning, but is there really a beginning, a middle, and an end? Or just a when, or a then? When is then? Is now then?
Now is when, Missy.
I'm sorry. That's my good friend Sarah. She's a bit pushy, a New Yorker. I tell her I never really understood the term bittersweet until I met her. I'm from New York too. Well, not originally. None of us stayed where we were originally. For me, that was Florida, Tampa. I'm Sean. I'm loosely based on the composer. You're not supposed to know that. But we thought since you might be helping to get this produced, we'd let you in on a few secrets. This song was playing the night I met Tim in Chicago. That's Tim over there, handsome, isn't he? The full moon was so bright, it cast this shadow across his entire apartment through these huge plate glass windows. I was impressed by his place. Traditional, rugged, yet very nice. It was a great night. The next morning, the sun was blinding and filled the entire room. I woke up to his watch ticking underneath my head. I later realized Tim always wears a watch. Thank God he wore his watch to bed. I gotta be on a plane by 8. He's just the type I'd like to wed. Wish I could take him home a new mate. Where are my pants? Where is my shirt? Oh, where are my knees?
God, I've got to pee. Now a dream, he's here with me. Hi, how you doing?
Great, I just gotta catch an 8 o'clock flight.
Great, can I help?
No, I just can't find myself.
Excuse me, I gotta...
Oh, please go, please. Wow, who could know? Figures that he's from Chicago.
How can this be? Where does he live? Not Chicago, LA, DC. I swore I stopped dating guys that live far from my home, but I'm still all alone. What is the point of aging patiently? Maybe fate brought something new for me. He's gotta know. What should I do? Give him my phone number.
I really hate you, but I gotta go. You had a great time.
Me too. Hey, would you like my...
No, I mean, I'll take a cab. You don't worry about it. It's fine. But should I give you my phone number?
Yeah.
Hold on. Here you go. Bye.
212, New York. Oh shit.
Headed towards New York, calling Sarah. I hate cell phones, but they sure are handy. Crooning, swooning, blooming, dooming.
Don't do it.
Crooning,
Don't do it.
swooning,
Don't do it.
dooming.
I don't need this. Cupid poked you in the butt, I've heard before. Turn the autopilot off or hit the floor. Learn to use the throttle and just try the brakes. Stop, remember, for goodness sake. San Francisco, Paris, France, or Montreal. Jet lag soon will start. P-Town, Mykonos, or Ibiza. Friends far apart. Protect your heart.
Crooning, swooning.
it.
swooning,
Don't do it.
dooming.
I don't need this.
Our friends were not exactly supportive, in case you missed it. They're all a bit tired of suffering through these pointless, long-distance relationships. But aren't we all? After a few weeks, I realized Tim had an issue with a lot of things. But what single person pushing 40 doesn't? Sometimes being alone is the path of least resistance.
Fine with me is where I've learned to be. Fine alone with me, why can't I be free? All they need is something I can't give. Why must I be the one they're looking for but cannot find? Fine with me is all I want to be, not to need somebody else. Fine with me is all I've tried to be. Why can't I be free with someone fine like me?
We'd only seen each other a few times, and those were great. But the phone, let's just say Tim's better in person. Me, I could talk forever and wanted to talk more, but it was hit and miss. My friend John, he's not here tonight, a veteran gay activist dedicated to making sure that young gay people don't suffer what we did, talks about the fact that we're the first young generation of gay people to be gay during the day. We were born in the 60s, before Stonewall, but grew up in the 70s, bombarded by anti-gay campaigns, like that of Anita Bryant. By the time we were in our 20s, it was too late to be in the closet and too hard to be out. But it was no longer whether, but when and how. Bob's friend, Tim, over there, thinks there's a link between how we had to deal with being gay in the midst of some very public aggressive hatred and Tim's ability, anyone's ability, to commit to a relationship, a gay relationship. He eventually told Tim this, but it wouldn't get through.
I gave him my glove when he was blue. He broke it all in, I asked him to. When some things new you have to treat it gently.
was hanging out with Sarah a few weeks later, and we were commiserating about how hard it is to find the right guy. Smart, handsome, masculine, successful, funny. We made a small list. And just as he decided that Tim was a good fit, but just complicated, the phone rings, and he says he's booked me a late flight to Chicago that night. Well, that started a real nice phase, and Tim and I started seeing a lot of each other. Almost 3 months, and we still hadn't met each other's friends. I casually mentioned this to him, and he made a big deal out of me making a small deal about it. But I do sometimes have a way of pushing people's buttons, but not intentionally. Anyway, we did it, arranged for the friends to meet the boyfriend. But a slight misunderstanding on someone's part landed us alone with each other's friends. Chaotic support, though, from our respective friends ensued, and then for the end of the Act 1, the cast breaks for the title song. What is the point? What is the goal? Where do we want to go? Always waiting for the day when we will be happy, straight, and gay, figuring out what may overcome old ways, prepare for new days, or take a clue from the wind. Listen
Today is lost for in between years, the moments are lost. In between months to come at a cost. Right here and now, not someday or when. The moment is life, so live. Every day, every day, every day, every day, every day, and every day, and every day, and don't live in between, and in between, and in between, and in between.
Well, this is where we started tonight, Act 2. It opens and we're in each other's apartment. And boy, New York never felt so far from Chicago, and vice versa, I'm sure. Although Tim is definitely struck by my visit with my friends, alone in New York was quite a calming force. Taking it one day at a time was starting to seem like a real nice idea. I'm back in New York, and he's back in Chicago, and I'm having my friends over for dinner. I'm sure I'll get an earful. I wonder what Tim's friends are telling him.
Sabotage, sabotage, sabotage your relationships. Easy to start.
But not to stop.
Subconscious fears subvert.
Push them away with a bar.
And what?
Test is love.
The covert. Call them night and daytime.
Dance and start to whine.
Start to drink too much
I'm
wine.
going to open another bottle. Would you like some more?
That's it.
Sabotage it.
Tell them that you miss him.
Suggest that he joins the gym.
Just show up on the way.
Hey guys, I was just in the neighborhood and I thought I'd stop by.
That's it.
Sabotage it.
Start to act your seem to fan.
Start to mention you like
So
gems.
just you don't like his friends.
I'm not so sure about Sarah. How well do you know her anyway?
Sabotage it.
Pull him from his hobbies. Act like too much of a sleaze.
Complain he's too much a
You
tease.
really have to flirt so much.
That you do it. Sabotage it. Easy to start, oh, but not to stop. Subconscious fears subvert. Push him away with words and plot. Just as love, but covert.
Complain that you're all alone.
Say his stomach needs some tone.
Not to go home.
Do you really have to go?
That you do it. Sabotage it.
Ask him to have sex with you.
Cry too much, oh boo hoo.
Ask him if he loves you.
Oh,
That is
God,
a
no.
horrible
That's ridiculous.
That you do it. Subconscious control. Subconscious in charge.
I like the way I sabotage my life. Lighthearted teasing aside, I really challenged my friends about not being supportive. It's like we're all trying to be islands, and I've completely ever given up hope of ever having a family. Family? What a bum promise that was. Later, after a great weekend on the way to the airport, we had a really bad fight. Ugly, really. And I honestly don't even know what started it, although he does drive with a death wish. It's getting serious, obviously, and we're both scared in different ways. After the fight, I cried. He went rollerblading. Our friends started to realize they could try a bit harder, and they did some rather creative things. He called later, and during the conversation, he finally admitted that it wasn't anything that I had done, that it was him and his readiness for all of this. I told him I had only freaked out because I didn't know how to feel like I had any control at 85 miles an hour, and I needed that because I didn't know how to trust. And he said the nicest thing to me: we'll learn to trust together.
Tough all over, that's the game that we play. Again and again, tough all over, that's the game that we play. Again and again, when the day comes, when the day comes, when the day comes, we're not ready for love.
What am I doing? Afraid inside.
hardest thing I've ever done. Giving up control is not my strength. But suddenly I found I've lost control of my happiness. How to understand? He says he loves me, but needs time to himself. Friends tell me I am smart, don't be a fool. Think of it not as love, but war. Control is just another self-defense. I don't need it, but how can I let it go? 'Cause I still feel so alone by the phone. Why can't I believe he loves me? Love is the hardest thing I've ever tried, but I have nowhere left to hide. And damn it, I want this love, need this love, time to let it go, let him know that I don't know how to need enough, not too much. When I'm in love, why my heart and mind fight so much, cry so much when I'm in love.
Again and
In control, that's the fear that I play. Again and when the day comes, now the day comes, for the fear to
or shocking that you haven't told me
What?
how you two met.
Oh my God, I never told you?
No.
Really? Well, I ran into him at the bar.
Of course, you met him at a bar, but how?
No, actually, I ran into him at the bar.
He came out of the blue and bunted me in my chest with his chest and said, "What are you doing to my friend?"
Oh my.
I saw him talking to Patrick, you know Patrick, and I go over to him, getting up in his face, bumping him with my chest, and I tell him to leave my friend alone.
He was there after a softball game. Can you stand it?
Yum yum.
So I bump him right back and say, "Who the hell are you and what business is it of yours?"
Well, next thing I know, we're standing 2 inches from each other talking.
Smiling out of the corner of your mouths, you know, yet both trying to hold position as the tough guy. And I tell him he should get new glasses. He had those big round tortoiseshell glasses, very 80s, accountant-like.
So he tells me I should try on his glasses, right? That they look much better on me than mine.
So I take him around to all of his friends and ask their opinion about the glasses.
Everyone he asked, he said they liked his glasses better on me than mine.
We never really left each other's side the whole afternoon.
It was strange, we just sort of picked up in the middle of something.
Like it was already happening before we got there. And it was time to play our parts.
How nice. You started giving each other shit right off the bat.
You started out in a standoff?
You know what? The next time I saw him, he had new glasses.
Uh-huh.
I think I'll give him a quick call.
Absolutely.
Maybe I should check in.
Finally.
And lights out.
A crisis in my life is unfolding. Man, I should have seen this coming. It's the beginning of Act 2, and boy, what a ride the last 3 months have been. I say beginning, but really, is there a beginning, a middle, and an end? Or just a when? Or a then? When is then? Is now then?
Now is when, Missy.
Oh, all right, sorry. That's my good friend Sarah. She's a bit pushy, a New Yorker, but a heart of gold. I tell her I never really understood the term bittersweet until I met her. I'm from New York too. Well, not originally. None of us stayed where we were originally. For me, that was Florida. Tampa? I'm Sean. I'm loosely based on the composer. You're not supposed to know that. But we thought we'd let you in on a few secrets, but don't tell anyone, please.